You know things are serious when I decide to upload on a Saturday. That just doesn't happen on this channel. But today was a remarkable day in YouTube history. As you guys know, the KSI versus Logan Paul box match just took place. And I, like many other people, were streaming it. And we had a great time. You can just see that the stream was a huge success. And if you haven't already, you should go follow my Twitch anyway, because we do a lot of cool stuff. Most of the time we're sitting here doing desktop streams, kind of like how my videos are, but in a more like live stream type format. We also do games and stuff, and it's just a good time. You should go check it out. But more importantly, I want to give my thoughts on the overall fight as a whole. I'm not going to be talking about all the undercards or even Deji and Jake Paul. In fact, I have a few ideas for some of the undercards and Deji and Jake Paul as separate videos later on. But today, I want to focus on the main draw of the event, which was KSI versus Logan Paul. First off, I want to say when the round was initially started that KSI was heated and he was pissed. He wanted to get at Jake Paul and he was letting emotions control him rather than planning it out and having a strategy. However, Logan was more calm, he was more reserved, and he had a strategy. That way he was able to get more hits on KSI, and KSI was less accurate, thus wearing him out. KSI was so furious that even after the bell was called in one of the early rounds, he still hit KSI, resulting in a penalty. However, after this, KSI calmed down and was able to go back into strategy, whereas Logan, getting overconfident, was starting to get overpowered by KSI. So in the beginning of the round, Logan was dominating KSI. However, KSI had a strong comeback. Around the 4th, 5th, and 6th rounds, however, Logan was starting to make his own comeback. And at the 6th round, when it was looking like Logan was going to win, in the last 30 seconds of the fight, KSI landed several brutal punches, resulting in the end of the fight. The judges had a lot to consider and took a while to decide what the final verdict was, in which they decided the very controversial opinion that it was in fact a draw. This resulted in KSI prompting a rematch, which Logan Paul agreed. And then the two gave their speeches and stuff, but we don't really care about that. All in all, the fight ended in a rematch. Oh boy, that's quite the turn of events. I don't think anyone really saw this coming. I did not see anybody making predictions like this, that the fight would end in a rematch, and this really came in really threw a curveball to us all. I mean, we thought this was gonna be the end of the battle, but it looks like it's only just the midway point. I mean, now we got like a good 6 months or more of this same drama. I was so hyped for this fight because it was gonna be the end of this. Now, don't get me wrong, I was excited for the fight, but all the build up around the fight, it was like there's only so much you can add to the conversation, you know? I was so ready for this fight to just go down so that this whole topic would be over, but no. It just had to end in a draw, and it had to be a rematch. Obviously, it goes without saying that this was a planned move. This was staged, and this was done to sell more tickets and to build up the fight more. I mean, I feel like if you think this was genuine, then yikes. This was not genuine at all. This was staged. This was obviously a plan to sell more tickets, to build more hype around their names, to just benefit everyone overall. And you can call me, and you guys can call me a sucker all you want, but I'll be there for the next fight, even if it's pay-per-view, unless it's like something ridiculous. Because after all, I can sit here and say that this whole fight wasted my money, but I got one of my most successful streams out of it, and I just had a good time overall. The fight ending in a draw didn't really devalue or make me feel like I wasted my time with the fight. I was still entertained, I was still had a good time, and I would be lying if I didn't say I'm a little curious to see how the next fight goes down. Now, I'm not hyped about the fact that we're gonna have to hear more commentators talk about this, and I know I'm talking about it right now, but I'm talking about what's relevant. All right, in like a week or so, I'm not gonna care about the fight, but other commentators will, because that's what draws in the views, and now it's gonna be more pointless discussion. Just end this already. All right, I'll be there for the next fight, yeah, sure, but it's like, I wanted this to end now, you know? It's just whatever. I mean, at the end of the day, can you really blame them? This fight generated so much revenue for both people involved. It generated a lot of money for charity. It just generated a lot of good stuff overall. So, you know, I can see what the thought process is. I might not be a fan of it, but whatever. I mean, if they have to stage it, I don't really care as long as it's entertaining. But yeah, guys, that's just a short video I have on the thoughts of the whole fight. I have 2 more videos planned on the fight, but if there's nothing more to talk about, then I'm not just gonna drag it out, because truth be told, I'm about as sick as you guys are of the fight. With that being said, guys, if you enjoyed what you saw, you know what button to press. Subscribe if you're new. Check me out on Twitch. Check me out on Twitter. My name is AugieRFC, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out, guys.
My thoughts are like a bright symphony. I'm simply changing everything that I begin to see mentally, but physically I plan to change history with a pen, notepad, and a distant dream. But distance ain't an obstacle, that's too much. I'm closer than you think to the stars, nigga, look up. See an adolescent with impressive rhymes, chasing dimes, not the kind that want cash, but the ones that's